Richard Southern joins us once again from the home office. Hi, Richard. How are you?
I'm well, Ginella. How are you doing today?
Not too bad. So the numbers are in, and you've been looking at the items that we've been panic buying during this pandemic. Is it safe to guess what's at the top of the list? I would guess toilet paper, because that's all we've been talking about.
It was up there, but toilet paper was not leading the way as far as what we were buying, Ginella, believe it or not. But Stats Canada is in with everything that we were, going crazy to buy in March. When it comes to dried and canned goods, Stats Canada said it was rice that led the way. Rice sales, Ginella, were up 239% in March over last year. Pasta close behind, a 205% jump. Canned vegetables up 180%. Flour, with everyone looking to bake, was up 179%. Canned fish was up too. When it comes to frozen and fresh foods, it was frozen vegetables that led the way, up 129%, followed by frozen fruit and frozen potatoes.
Makes sense.
Household items, this is what you're talking about, Ginella. It was hand sanitizer that we were buying more than anything else.
139% up.
Unbelievable. 639% jump for hand sanitizer. Masks and gloves were up there. Toilet paper up 241% year on year. Cold medicines were higher as well. We sure were shopping. Sales overall for everything, Ginella, were up 38%. And in the third week of March, sales were up 16% over what we usually see in the week before Christmas. So March was a wild one out at the stores.
That is crazy. And I guess, that list makes total sense. It's a lot of non-perishable stuff. If you've got the families at home, you're making, big dinners, pastas, rices in the canned.
Yeah, if you don't use the rice now, we can use it in a couple months. Doesn't matter, right? So it's all good.
Okay, now we reported, I believe it was last week or maybe the week before, about Air Canada laying off a number of employees, but they're now rehiring a large number for a very specific reason. What's that reason?
Yeah, they're using that wage subsidy that Prime Minister Trudeau is offering up, that the federal government is offering up. So Air Canada rehiring 16,500 laid off workers, using that wage subsidy, which will pay 75% of wages. Air Canada says, depending on how much money these employees are making, it says most of them, it contends, will receive more under this scenario than they would from unemployment insurance. Most of these workers, though, will be collecting their money from Air Canada at home because the airline isn't flying many flights at all. Get this, when we're looking at the industry on a whole, they say the number of people currently flying has fallen to levels not seen since the dawn of the jet age in the 1960s. The number of flyers in the U.S. yesterday were less than 100,000. Here's a question. Let's say you booked a flight a month or two ago. You're looking to get your money back. Can you, or are you just going to get an airline credit? We asked airline expert Robert Kokonis.
It looks like we're heading more towards vouchers as opposed to the U.S. and European markets, where those governments or regulatory bodies have told airlines they have to issue refunds. Yeah, things have been bad enough as it is, just in terms of having our future forward revenues fall off the face of the earth. But to also process refunds as well would be a cash drain that perhaps would be the straw that would break the camel's back.
So there you go, Ginella. Don't expect to get your cash money back from the airline.
All right, that is a tough one, because folks are now looking to the travel that they've planned later in the year or over the summer and trying to figure out what to do. So I guess we'll have to try and reschedule.
Have to wait and see. There's no sort of target date for the airlines to get back up and running just yet.
Yeah. Okay, so many of us are, eating more meals at home, but you still can order takeout and delivery from restaurants. And one popular pizza chain is taking an extra step to protect its customers.
Yeah, because I guess we kind of worry about that too. Pizza, look at this. They're coming out with what they call a tamper-proof pizza box, Ginella. The chain says the box features a mechanism that must be broken by the customer in order to get to the pizza inside. Pizza also pointing out that they bake the pies at 500 degrees and they're transferred to the box using a paddle. So I guess they're really trying to alleviate all these concerns that maybe takeout isn't safe. They're saying, hey, we're doing what we can to make it as safe as possible.
Nice. Okay, we're going to be back in the next hour talking about a couple of light-hearted topics. Can you give us a little preview?
Well, you got to stick around for this, because I asked everyone on Twitter, what are you doing with your pets during self-isolation? And I got some great responses. We're going to be looking at some cute pet pictures just after 6:30, Ginella.
Awesome. Can't wait, Richard. We'll see you then.
Thanks.